अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम है मूसा शरियावाला और मैं रेहान नंबर कैंपस में पढ़ता हूँ। आज जिस टॉपिक में हम लोग खौलमाया से डिस्कस करेंगे उसका नाम है गुड मॉर्निंग, द ट्रेडिशन बिहाइंड द ग्रीटिंग। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। मैंने आपको स्क्रीन शेयर करके जैसे कि आप लोग सब लोग को दिख रही है। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। माया सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं, ये बेटर रहेगा।
Hey, I was just wondering how you were doing. What's up?
Okay, today I'm asking you some question related
Gotcha.
to
Lamb.
related the topic good morning, the tradition behind the greeting. So please explain the topic in so detail.
Okay, so good morning. It's more than just a polite thing to say, right? It actually goes way back. It's rooted in a time when people genuinely weren't sure they'd survive the night. Saying good morning was basically wishing someone had made it through okay. It evolved from God give you good morrow, then God morning, and eventually just good morning. It's a really old way of acknowledging someone's well-being, and it's stuck. It's kind of sweet when you think about it. What about it sparked your curiosity? Mm. You okay, Mushaidawala? You seem a little
Yeah,
quiet.
I'm saying,
Yay is good.
yeah, I'm
Thinking is
saying,
good too.
I'm saying that can you please explain little bit detail?
Mean about the history of good morning?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so
exactly, exactly.
okay. So where were we? Right. It started as a genuinely hopeful wish for someone's well-being. Like life was rougher back then and surviving the night wasn't a given. So saying good morrow, which is Old English for morning, and eventually good morning was a way of acknowledging that someone had actually made it. It was almost a little blessing. Then, as things became less precarious, it just became a social nicety. But it still carries a little bit of that original sentiment, you know? It's a leftover from a time when just waking up was something to be grateful for. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So my another question is, how did the phrase "good morning" historically shifted from a blessing to a routine social greetings?
That's a good question. It wasn't a sudden shift, more of a gradual thing over centuries. As living conditions improved, less disease, better sanitation, things like that, the risk of not surviving the night decreased dramatically. The literal need for the blessing faded, but people kept saying it. It became habit. And then language just does what it does. It simplifies. God give you good morrow is a mouthful. Good morning is the easy. Plus, social convention plays a big role. If everyone around you is saying good morning as a way to acknowledge each other, you start doing it too. It became less about the theological wish and more about politeness, about marking social connection. Basically, it evolved from a sincere hope for survival to a signal that says, I see you and I acknowledge you.
Hmm. So I'm so satisfied from your answer. Can you please explain my question? My question is, why is the morning greeting often viewed as more formally polite compared to greeting user later in the day?
That's an interesting point. It comes down to the historical weight of the phrase, honestly. Good morning still retains a bit of that earlier, more deliberate wishing of well-being. Good afternoon and good evening feel less loaded. They're more neutral. Plus, mornings historically were associated with a fresh start.
तो तो गाइस ये था बस कॉल में आएगी गुफ्तगू, तो इंशाल्लाह फिर अगली स्ट्रीम में हम लोग आएंगे कि अल्लाह हाफिज़।